Hello, lovely fellow Pisceans. What is coming in for us? This is for you if you're Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We're going to look at Judgment and the Six of Wands in the shuffle. Just saying. We're going to look at your love life. Going to look at work life. We're going to look at life purpose. The whole shebang. Any channeled messages that need to make their way over to you. Ooh. Okay, we're straight out with it. The universe is not holding back, Pisces. There will be an extended reading, as there is every month. That will be when we've done the love reading and we get to the end. And any questions that are still arising, we will take it apart. So that will be the first link in the description box. Okay. Our sad little Page of Cups is with us. Look. I always think he looks really sad. It's like, well, I brought you a fish, but it might not be alive. So I also brought you a tulip. Do you like my hat? That's just me imagining what the Page of Cups might say. Anywho, right, Page of Cups. It's the very beginning of something, the beginning of love, the beginning of feelings. It can be an apology. I think it might be an apology, and I'll tell you why. Is because it's coming up with the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is all about regret. We've got the ruin on the hill. We've got the Three Cups that are down. And there's a sense of regret with the Five of Cups. There's a sense of remorse and regret and looking back and... I'll know when I take some more cards, but I'm just getting a vibe of somebody... sort of apologising, getting in contact. Next to it, because actually 3 cards came out, I'm just putting some hand cream on because I can tell this is going to be quite a big reading. We got the World card as well, which is a whole cycle. So I feel like for some of you there's been a whole cycle of something. For some of you, this might be to do with a situation at work, or it might be in your family, your friends, it might be romantic. We'll have a look when we look at the love life. But this is, and let me know what you think of this, because obviously I'm a Pisces, with Pisces rising as well, okay? So I don't like apologising. I do it, but it doesn't come naturally to me, which is weird, because Pisces, I think, are very empathic. But apologising, I don't know, just feels really awkward and difficult. And I think with Pisces as well, you see so many different sides to something that just as you probably won't blame other people, you probably won't blame yourself either. You're like, well, this is life in all its, you know, on its whistles and whatever, its glitter and its unicorns. Some you win, some you lose, and you just kind of, I think as a Pisces, chalk it up to whatever. There's a lot of whatever in the life of a Pisces, isn't there? And not a kind of stubborn whatever, you know, it's more of a, hey, whatever, you know, it's all just part of the big picture. So, I don't know if it's you apologising or them apologising. There's a cycle of apology. It could be something to do with work that had gone wrong, or somebody had spoken out of turn or something. Let's have a look. Let's take a couple more cards because I want to see what else we need to know about this. Yeah, we get the Fool and we get Strength and we get Judgment in the shuffle. So that's Judgment twice in the shuffle. I always forget Mercury is going retrograde on the 5th of August. So that could be playing a part in this. Mercury retrograde is a real time for people apologising. God, people saying, oh wow, Judgment just literally, okay, turned itself over and said, I'm at the front of the pack, dear. Notice me. Okay, so Judgment's getting bolshy and wants to be seen. That's nice. Righty-ho. Oh, this is all nice. And Strength came back out to play. Let me show you these as cards on the table. Show you half of the floor and probably a pair of knickers as well. You never know your luck. Right. Let's put that there. This is where you regret putting hand cream on as the tarot cards lift off with your hands. Okay, so we have the energy of apology. We have the energy of someone coming forward, but it's like a small voice. And that for me can be a small text. It can be a little overture, you know, it's somebody wanting to come forward with an offering of something, with some energy, something emotional. And then we have that Five of Cups where someone is regretting something. We have a cycle, a whole cycle of something that's happened, a whole kind of, if it's with a relationship, whether that's platonic or romantic or whatever, it's a whole sort of book of its own. Well, it's a chapter in the book, but it's got its own chapter. Okay, we'll look more into that in a minute. Now, I very, very, very much like to see this lovely Two of Cups coming up. And the other thing about the Morgan Greer, which is this deck, Two of Cups, is that the two lovers here, the Two of Cups, they emerge from what looks like some really difficult shadows. You know, I can't ever tell with this whether it's, you know, smoke from a fire or whether it's shadows of doom. Either way, they've been through a lot. There's a lot going on here. Because this is the Page of Cups, because you are a water sign, I feel like for some of you, you may have gone through a lot. Pisces always goes through a lot, I have to say. Pisces rising also goes through a lot. Those of you born early in the morning, like born sort of around just before dawn, you know, 5 a.m, that kind of time, 5 till 7 a.m. It can be a really kind of difficult rerun to try and get things right. I feel, Pisces, like you're in a bit of a rerun. We've got the bottom of the pack, I've got the Hierophant coming out. At the top of the pack, I've got Judgment screaming its head off, going, I want to be involved. So I'm going to put them down here. They're going to form part of your love reading as well. I don't feel, as I haven't for many signs this month, I don't feel that your love life, your work life, your career and all that is falling into separate categories. I feel like this is the story of your life at the moment. You've got this Two of Cups, Venus in Cancer, an Exchange of Cups, a beautiful thing. It's really lovely energy with the Two of Cups. It's a feeling of we've made it, we're here, let's exchange cups, it's equal, we're on a par. And for some of you, if there was some kind of karmic debt or something that needed apologizing for, we have it here. This is nice. Then we've got the Seven of Pentacles. And of course, there is a feeling with the Seven of Pentacles that you've come so far. Do you want to carry on putting effort and time into whatever this is? Okay. We then have four major arcana. There's been a lot of major arcana for all signs, I have to say. We've got Strength. This is something about knowing yourself, Pisces. Pisceans, and again, let me know in the comments because I love getting feedback, especially actually from Pisceans, because it helps me to know myself because I'm a Pisces. I feel like Pisces can be quite self-unaware, more so than other signs. Like, say, my best friend, one of my best friends, I've got three best friends, a Capricorn, a Leo and an Aries. So all of them actually, the Capricorn, the Leo and the Aries, all have quite a strong sense of self-identity. I don't, and I think that Pisceans, because my mum's a Pisces as well, and she doesn't have a strong sense of identity, and I don't mean this in a negative way either. I think a lot of Pisceans just don't, everything is so disparate and out there and like floating off and all part of the kaleidoscope that it feels like you don't have an outline in particular. You know, if you were drawing things, you wouldn't be drawing the black felt tip outline around things. Pisces likes things to be flow, to be water, to be sea, to be mess of this and a bit of that and a pinch of the other and woohoo. You know, that's my idea of Pisces. So what I'm trying to say here is I feel like with the Strength card, this is knowing yourself. And for many people, knowing yourself is knowing who you are, where your boundaries are, what you're all about. For a Pisces, I don't think it is all about that. I think it's knowing yourself like you know a favourite body of water. You know how the current can behave. You don't know the ins and outs of it, but you know how the current can behave. And that's as much as you can kind of know. Then with Temperance, I'm very glad to see Temperance. I feel like some of this could be quite emotional. It could be quite taxing. For some of you, this could be to do with work, particularly if you've been manoeuvring around a difficult person at work or a difficult situation for yourself in terms of your job for whatever reason. I feel like you're wondering whether you want to put more effort into that or look elsewhere, but also you've got the Strength card, which is saying, is this you? Is this what you want? Is this who you are? The majority of this reading, Pisces, is asking you, who are you? Which is a very difficult question for Pisces to answer. Then we've got the Hierophant with Judgment. I mean, my God. So we're looking at your love life now. We're looking at the Hierophant and Judgment. When you get the Hierophant, this is about convention. So it's marriages, divorces, things that are rites of passage, sort of legal religious entities, anything to do with, you know, when you lock something down, when you make something happen. Something that Pisces, in my experience, has mixed feelings about. Pisces wants security. One fish wants security. And at the same time, the other fish, it goes like this. You always want freedom. You always want restriction. All at the same time. Interesting times being a Pisces, isn't it? Judgment is known as a Pisces card, actually. And I can totally see why. For me, Pisces cards, Judgment, High Priestess, Queen of Cups. What else? Hanged Man, because of Neptune. And of course, the Moon. Yeah. So we have several. Okay. Love life. You're revisiting a thought or a situation that involves commitment, lack of it, or whatever it may be. Okay. God, this is how ditzy I am, right? I don't know if that's a Pisces thing or just me being ditzy. I literally looked around then and thought, well, where are the rest of the cards? What have I done with the rest of the cards? And of course, they're underneath Judgment. Okay. I start thinking, I'm the only person who could lose an entire pack of cards on this very small camping table. I mean, look, Pisces, look. There's the edge. I know, and I can still lose something in that short space. I know. Oh, those of you that watch the dailies, can I just say there's stuff happening here in the hotel. Oh, someone's got a full pack of Corona beer. Like, you know, whole pack of tinnies. Sometimes the people from the hotel stare in other people's windows like they're doing now. How rude. Okay, let's have a look at your love life, Pisces. Say hello in the comments if you watch the dailies, because if you don't, you're going to think, why is this woman talking to us about what's outside the window? And if you do, you're going to know why. And if you don't, subscribe to the channel and then you'll get the dailies. And then you'll know about my talks out the window. One's got a Tesco bag with some really quite cheap champagne in, and they're all going somewhere. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to concentrate because you just got the Lovers and the Ten of Swords. Cripes, Pisces. Okay. 3 majors and the Ten of Swords in the middle of them. Not bad. Right, commitment or lack of it, or are we going to be committed? Am I going to be in a relationship? Can we hold this down? Do we want to? Those sorts of feelings, okay? Judgment. We are in Mercury retrograde from the 5th of August, so it might as well just say from the 1st of August to the 31st, because with the shadow time built in, it's all of the days, okay? When we've got the Ten of Swords here, there is a feeling of an issue to do with commitment will be sorted. You will make a choice with the Lovers. I don't know if you make that choice with someone else or against them, or they make it or you make it, but there will be a choice. Oof, I can't ignore the Devil. Gosh, Pisces, got very strong cards here. A lot of people, oof. Pisces. 5 of Wands in the shuffle, but I'm not quite sure if it's coming in or not. Gosh. That one. I knew it. Goosebumps, Pisces. But you guys, you fishies, you know how it is. Okay, look. 5 of Wands is back. I thought I'd give it a go. I thought, you know, I'm not sure, but it definitely had a mind to return. Okay. Pisces, this is a lot. This is some spiritual big jobs here. You got the Devil here. So the Devil is asking you if there is any enmeshment, if you are too involved, if you are too strung up with this person. The 5 of Wands is a feeling of, you know, being stuck together, a ball of wool. It's all gnarly and there's just too much crossover and you can't untangle it. Are you tangled up with somebody here, or does it feel free? You know, there has to be in this situation 2 things that Mercury retrograde is going to help you achieve, right? One is a level of commitment. First, you're going to know and be able to implement, because you know yourself, what you will put up with, what you won't put up with, what you really desire, what you want, what is a fit for you. And that becomes a part of your kind of manifesto almost. And I like it. Judgment just puts a bit of a fly in the ointment, because Judgment then tears you back and takes you back and wants to talk about the past and the future and this resurrection of things and have another look at it and all of that stuff. You're going to be revisiting some themes here, revisiting the 2 of Cups. What do we mean to each other? What is this relationship? What was that relationship for some of you? The Lovers, you make a choice. You've come far enough, Pisces, with the 10 of Swords, that you're willing to walk away if you need to, which for a Pisces is a big deal. Note that we have an eclipse sign here on the 8 of Cups, and the eclipse is in September the 18th, and it's a full moon in Pisces, and that's what we're talking about here. Okay, it's closer than you think. An issue which has been part of the relationship or part of your love life is coming to a head, and you will either distance yourself from this person or you will become much closer, but it can't carry on into the never never. That's not a thing. I'm going to take one of these. I'm going to take a love oracle card. In the extended reading, there is plenty for us to chew on. We are going to chew on all of this major arcana: the Devil, the Lovers, the 2 of Cups, the Hierophant, Judgment, the 8 of Cups, and the 10 of Swords. Your oracle card is to be fair, to be balanced. which you are. I mean, you've got over here Temperance. Let's get your love oracle card as well, Pisces. Oh my God. You get proposal. So this could be an actual marriage proposal because we have got that Hierophant. It can also be a proposal to take things to the next level. It's an offer or a proposal in the near future that comes as a surprise. Ooh, how typically Piscean is this? Along with alone time. That's so one fish up, one fish down, isn't it? Okay, Pisces, I'm going to go do the extended. We're going to look at all these juicy major arcanas. If you want that, it's the first link in the description box. And I will see you on the other side. Namaste.